See, a chartered accountant in practice allowed his brother-in-law P, who is not a chartered accountant, to practice in the name of the CAC. He also allowed Mr. PT, who is an employee in his firm, to practice in the name. So now there is a chartered accountant C. He is allowing his brother-in-law to practice in his name. He is allowing his employee to practice in his name. Now, is this acceptable? Whether this can be acceptable or not actually here. Now in this case, what happens actually here, whether Mr. C is correct in allowing the brother-in-law or employee to practice in the firm name. Now in this case, you have clause 1 of part 1 of the first schedule. The clause 1 part of the first schedule, it states that a CA in practice will be deemed to be guilty of professional misconduct if he allows any person to practice in his name as a chartered accountant, unless such person is also a chartered accountant in practice and is in partnership with or employed by him. So in the given situation, what happens? CA is allowing a non-CA, that is brother-in-law, to practice in his name. He will be guilty of professional misconduct as per the clause 1 part 1 of first schedule. However, T, who is what you can say a employee chartered accountant, basically if is an employee CA, he can allow an employee CA to practice in his firm name actually here. So he can allow, if provided T is also a chartered accountant, that's the thing here. So now in this case, he allows T to practice in his name, but provided he should also be a member of institute and he should be his employee or partner. So if his employer, any of the conditions satisfied. So in this case, the CA will be guilty of professional misconduct to allow a non-CA to practice in his name. Okay, we'll see the next situation.